We're all bombarded with information and all of this stuff from the outside world. You have like all of these different feelings about your environment. Art is an outlet. Art's a way for you to kind of feel like you have a voice in the world. How I kind of maneuver through the art world, I kind of look at my own interests. I love sci-fi. I love anatomy and comic books. That's kind of like my thing. So I always try to find ways to kind of incorporate that in my jobs. I've been a teaching artist at Marwin for the better part of 10 years. I do a lot of the figure drawing classes. I do comic book character design. I do a speed drawing class. I teach a lot of the painting courses here too. And I was a student. I think I started at Marwin when I was like 15 or 16 years old, and going from student to assistant to a teaching artist has really been fruitful because knowing what the students have kind of went through has kind of helped me always be like a better instructor. It's this beautiful like community where kids can come and freely express themselves in a safe space that they probably wouldn't feel comfortable with doing like in their school setting. A lot of people don't know that there's this free arts organization that kind of works with under-resourced communities, but it's here and it's been here for a while. My little claim to fame has been comic book and character design and bridging cultural interests with the comic book characters to make more authentic characters, but also injecting social justice themes. The gallery is something that I started with my partner. We realized how awesome would it be to have one within like every community, which is why we are kind of like a traveling gallery space. So we'll do a call for artists within the community, we'll bring them all together, we'll give them a theme, and then when we have our show and they have the opportunity to kind of work amongst one another, we hope that they will continue that trend of having shows and it just kind of spreading out within different communities. The figure's always changing. It's the hardest thing to draw. I could sketch someone and then they'd be completely different like an hour after lunch. It's forever changing, and that's like part of the fun. That's part of the challenge, is trying to encapsulate or trying to draw somebody in that moment. My favorite medium is charcoal and pencil work because you can do so much with it as far as like highlights and shading. I also really love water-soluble pencils because you can do really beautiful layering with that. I guess I kind of like the madness a little bit of just kind of, being a teacher, curating, working in an art store, being an artist, trying to get my own stuff together, kind of having all of that chaos. It forces you to kind of focus and hone in on one thing at a time. My art making is my safe space. I feel so at home. Like I feel like I can finally rest, or I'm at peace when I'm creating work because it makes me slow down.